coffee from around the corner. We're still in Clemenceau. Beautiful area full of beautiful old houses, modern new apartments. It's a beautiful mix of everything here. And the location is really nice. For these heritage buildings, which is what I absolutely adore, it's a mix of either really well kept or run down. And it's a shame because some of the architecture in these buildings is insane. So this street is called Clemenceau Street, and I think it's named after a French minister, governor, general, something like that. A lot of the streets in Beirut are named after people of influence or countries of influence. And the street in front of us is called Beirut or Amar Daouk Street. Amar Daouk was a former prime minister of Lebanon. And the Daouk family is very prominent in Lebanon. They own quite a lot of heritage real estate and whatnot. So this particular region in front of us, it leads to Beirut, but it's actually Wadi Abu Jamil. So from here, and we don't need to go through that street right now, but from this street all the way across to back there, over there in that street there, that's directly on the right side of this church as we're looking at it, that's where Beit Wasif is, or the house of the former Prime Minister of Lebanon, Saad Hariri. So that whole region is closed off to the public. I think you can walk through, but you're not allowed to drive through unless you're a resident. And that's all part of Wadi Abu Jamil, which was the Jewish quarter, or one of the Jewish quarters here in Beirut. And in that quarter as well is the synagogue. The last standing, or one of the last standing, I think it's one more up in southern Lebanon Mountains, Mount Lebanon. But the rest of them are all pretty much gone. Now watch the traffic. The traffic is fun. There's no waiting for people. You've just got to make your way through, and they will let you through. It's just a little bit of a forceful walk, but it's very doable. Oddly enough, even though the traffic lights aren't working, everything still flows. The churches in Lebanon are beautiful, extremely well maintained. Beirut's got quite a lot of churches, as well as masjids, mosques. Looking straight down there, you can see the Holiday Inn on the right side. I'm not sure if it's visible, but yeah, Holiday Inn right at the very end is the Phoenician Hotel, and across the road to it, you won't see it from here, but there is the Beirut Terraces, which is an architectural landmark. So this is Beirut. This is part of Wadi Abu Jamil here on the left. If we go in there, we're not allowed to record. Again, for the same reasons of security of the Prime Minister's residence and whatnot, but it is really, really nice, these parts of Lebanon. They're really, really nice, really well kept. It's always nice to look and see. Actually, I might just have a bit of a sticker beat. I haven't actually walked through here yet. These apartments are beautiful. Our coffee shop is just up on the other side, so we'll walk through there in a sec. I lost my wife, so she'll come through in a second. She'll come. Really pretty, mashallah. No, we lost her, it's alright. Not sure what's what here, but yeah, really nice. There she is, we finally got her back. The city is very good at hosting old and new. It's just a shame that the old is allowed to deteriorate so much. Now the main cause of the deterioration of the old is not so much negligence, it's more about the old rental laws which are still currently in place. So what would happen is the landlords would have set a rental price many decades ago, and it would have been fixed. And due to corruption or whatever else in the government, they would never change. So for a lot of landlords, the only way to get their tenants out was for the structure to be so unlivable that they would effectively choose to leave. And a lot of people chose not to leave because they knew that they were on such a good wicket and just made do with what was available to them. So and that's where we are now. Yeah, so that's definitely the backdrop of Wadi Abu Jamil. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but the Prime Minister's residence is in amongst this. Oh, there. Another building getting restored, or looks like the facade's getting some work done to it. So that's the reason why a lot of them deteriorated, and then family members immigrate, the people who inherit and whatnot, and it's just a shit show, unfortunately. But yeah, that's where we are. I can't tell you how beautiful, intricate some of these balconies and the verandas and the arches, the triple arches, which is common for Lebanese architecture, on the front porches. The building in front is another case in point. It's just a lot of beauty. So there's another one there in the backdrop. Top shops just around the corner. Have a look at that building. There's more of them. So that one's in the far distance. I believe the one on the left is called something Ziad, and it's got a squatter in there. So I'm guessing that'll be a very old tenant. But a lot of the buildings, that one and ones around it, I believe are earmarked for demolition. This one here I'm sure belongs to a politician because It's got the Lebanese, the flag of Lebanon on the front gates barricade. So it's obviously going to be somebody of some prominence. Yeah, this street here, directly in front of us, is Hamra Street. It leads right into the Hamra. And the street that we're looking across now is called Fakhruddin. So that goes up into Aisha Bakar and other areas, and it goes all the way down. It's like that. And it goes all the way down to Zaytuna Bay and the waterfront. Alright, we're just about Riyadh Cafe. I'm still looking for my wife. I've lost her again. There she is. Yeah, this building here. This is called the Mur building. And in its construction, it's basically 30-story living, first of its kind in Lebanon, Beirut. And then the civil war happened, and it's been in that exact same state since. It's riddled with bullet holes. Anything and everything that was there has been taken out, unfortunately. Now this restaurant here, it's called East Farms. There's a few of these. They're a high-end, well, I wouldn't really say high-end, but they're really nice Lebanese food with a butcher within. And we've had dinner there so far. It's been really nice. The food's been really good. Actually, the food everywhere's been good. Actually, I'll just add something to this. I've eaten hummus here, and it's been delicious. And I'm not a fan of hummus, but the hummus here has been fabulous. All right, here's our coffee shop. Let's go in and get a coffee. Just noticed on this one that it's riddled with bullets, and obviously that means that these bullets were coming from up in that direction. This is another mansion earmarked for demolition, possibly earmarked, and it still looks intact, but it's definitely abandoned. Oh no, the roof is gone. I can see through the arches sunlight, which means that roof is definitely gone. The overgrowth is insane. The vines wrapping around the trees, and the way it's come right up the building. And then there's new construction everywhere, rightly so. So okay, it's just so much to see. I'm not sure where one building stops and another starts, but I dare say that's the separating wall there between the two. Just a small house on top of a shop. No, I think it might have been the same structure, same building. This is an example of a building that's taken care of, still in use. It's in the same district as well, so this whole district is and or was these older villas. This one's being used as a school, I believe, at the moment. Oh, there's another one here. Oh no, this is a much newer building. Looks like they may have demolished the old one based on the stone wall. This is very nice. Hopefully Beirut will eventually come up and have more and more. Now the star window, the cross in the window indicates that this may have been a Jewish home at some stage, possible. But it's still got the triple arches on the facade, which is very typical of Beiruti architecture. An extremely well maintained building. I can only hope that more and more buildings are brought back to their glory. And oh, this has got lovely gardens too. It's got beautiful gardens actually. Oh yeah, this is rather nice. This is the Beirut complex known as the Egg. It was built also before the war. It's supposed to be a shopping centre, cinema, and unfortunately the war occurred, and that's as far as it got, and the destruction kicked in afterwards, and it's been like that ever since. Another unfortunate Beirut landmark that never quite got to see light of day. So we're in Safi village. This is a little sort of quadrant with beautiful old houses, all very well protected, very well preserved. It's extremely famous for photo shoots. If anyone remembers the Harus during the time of the Beirut blast, where she was standing for her wedding photos and her dress took a turn, it's right there in front of us. The Safi village is a beautiful little spot in Beirut. It's just before entering into Jamaizi district, which is on its own has its own accreditation. It's just beautiful parts of these old buildings that are old heritage areas that have been fully restored and upkept. It's one of those ones where you're rubbernecking everywhere because there's just so much to see, so many things to look at. This is the entrance to the private residences that are all up top. Our daughters have come here for some breakfast and we're here to meet them. تصوير هذا تصوير هذه بس من بعد هون املاك خاصه ما تتصور بالفوق قصدك لا على هيدي كل البنايات املاك خاصه خلاص بس توقف الكاميرا. Just more examples of the beauty. Now this one's been allowed to completely become a wreck. Some of the external walls have fallen out. The roof is obviously caved in on the top level. And then you have that beautiful villa up there and the one next to it. Now these villas actually run all the way down to the shop fronts. So these shop fronts would have been part of the original structure and a source of revenue for the owners. I'm not sure if the camera's even doing any justice to these buildings. They're just beautiful. For anyone who likes, even the one behind it further back, for anyone who enjoys architecture or heritage, this place just oozes it. We'll be walking up this road in a bit and showing you some of the preserved and whatnot. It's just absolutely beautiful. Then there's the new right next to it, and it's just, the whole of Beirut is like this. It's a mixture of old and new, some extremely well preserved. It says something in Arabic, I can't make it out, I'll get up to it in a second. That's beautiful, mashallah. So this area would have been aware of affluence at some stage, and all of this would have been overlooking the ocean. Okay, so I just saw something that I found very interesting, the names. This is on the outside of this building. This is a building which was most likely owned, or still is currently owned, by members of the Dahouk family. So the Dahouk family are a family that had a prime minister, a governor at the time of the Ottomans, and they're one of the 7 original families of Beirut. A very affluent, very wealthy family, and that would explain it. So I wouldn't be surprised if more of these residences actually belong to that family. This is that building that we said was condemned, unfortunately. And now we'll just take a short stroll up this walk, which should take us back up to Clemenceau Street. And this is the unfortunate close-up of the Holiday Inn. Barely had much use before it was destroyed by the Civil War. Every level